Hello, this is Elisabeth Barrier with A Plus Payroll. So I'm going to go over how to fill out a W-4 as an employee, and then also how a W-4 can be approved as a manager or company approver. So to start, I've logged in as an employee here. This is just a test company example, so it's not anyone's real information. This is what you would see when you first log in as a new employee. So you will go to the hamburger menu. And then you can go to My HR, Forms, Government Forms, and then Withholdings. Just a quick plug, if you are using HR, this is something that can be set up through the checklists, but with regular payroll only company, you're not going to have that option. So once we get into our withholding screen here, we will go to Add New. It's asking if we want to add a federal or a state. For whatever company you have, it's going to auto generate what state the option shows up as. So this company has Missouri as the state. So I'll start with the federal W-4. We're just going to click add here. Okay, that will take you to the form. So I'm logged in as Brad Pitt. He's just one of our fake employees. So whenever you get to the form here, it's going to give you the options to fill everything out. So it's just going to be a blank form, an electronic copy. So let's say that he was filling it out as single. And then you could claim dependents if you need to. So let's say he's claiming one dependent. That'll fill that in for you there. If you wanted to claim exempt, you could do that down here. And then any additional deductions or extra withholdings you could fill out here. So let's say you wanted to do $10 extra withholding. So before you submit anything, if the employee wants to use the calculators, the rest of those pages are going to be here down below. So if you are so inclined, you can use this to calculate your deductions if you wanted to do that. We're not going to do that today since this is just kind of a test run to show you how to do it. So before you submit, you're going to want to click save, because if you don't click save, it won't save any of the dependent information down here. So we'll go ahead and click save. Okay, and then once we're sure it's all ready to go, we're going to go ahead and submit. It's going to do an e-sign, so I'll type in my password here that I use. It's going to date it for today automatically, and then it'll sign it for him. So I agree. Don't save. Okay. And so now our options disappeared up here. And so we are able to go in as a manager and look at how to approve this. So you can download the PDF here if you want to as the employee, but let's just say we're done with the employee portion for now. So on this screen, I have Sean Bean pulled up. He's a manager. So I went ahead and added a quick link for the withholding on his homepage. So whenever he logs in, this is what his dashboard looks like. And you can just go straight into withholding. Again, if you were trying to get to withholdings, you would just go to the same place. But as a manager, you're going to have this little team icon here. So you go to team, HR, forms, government forms, and then the withholding. So that will get you to the same place as this link. So here we're able to see all of the W-4s that have been submitted at all. So like you can see here, there are a few that have been submitted and processed. This new one probably hasn't been filled out yet and approved. So there are a few that have been processed, but it looks like Brad Pitt, the one we just did, is showing as employee completed. So there are two ways you can kind of process and approve this. You can either check this box and then go up to view or process, or if you want to click on the pencil, you can do a view withholding form and that will get you to the same place. So as the manager, I'm viewing his information here. It doesn't allow me to change anything since he's the one that filled it out. That's where it added his signature when he e-signed for it. So again, there's no blue boxes for changing anything. As long as it looks okay, you can either process or reject it. Not sure why you would reject a for someone, but that's an option there. So we can go ahead and process it. Whenever we click that, it comes up with this really cool menu. So it's going to show checkboxes with everything that has changed as the employee had filled it out. So if you wanted to do a little quick look, this is a nice quick look. So we can see here where the value changed from 0 to 10 on additional withholding. We can see where the filing status changed from married to single or married filing separately. And then we also added that claim dependent there. It's going to auto fill in that apply changes as of date for you. So that's already filled in. It removes future date settings, so it will make it effective as of the date that is showing on the form, the date the employee filled out the form. So if everything looks good and we want to go ahead and approve it, we'll just click apply changes. And then again, here we can download the PDF when we're done if we need to. And then if we go back, we see now that it has been processed for Brad Pitt. So that is kind of how you would fill it out either place. Again, if you have HR, there are other ways you can do that. But just wanted to give you a quick tutorial there for how to fill it out as an employee or how to fill it out when you're approving as a manager, since you can do it with any of our modules, which is really awesome. So if you have any questions, just let your CSR or CSS, sorry, let your CSS know.